All right, so just a little heads up here. I want to do a little video about mindset going into Solidity and going into blockchain and going into all this different stuff here. One of the things that I struggle with at first is trying to learn every single thing from the bottom up. And this is kind of how we're taught when we're in school, right? If you think about math class, when you're in first grade, they teach you that 2 + 2 = 4. When you're in third grade, they start to multiply 2 × 2. And then it's, 2 to the exponent of 2 here. And they kind of stack on top of each other. All these skills stack on top of each other from here. And that's probably the more conventional way of trying to understand a concept or trying to understand things from here. But keep in mind, this is what I did. So let me show you guys something here. And this is something I would do when I was, first in high school trying to learn how to code. I was working with C++. And I remember the command like cout, whoops, hello world. Come on. Still can't type it. 10 years after the fact. Oh man. And then EMDL. And like that was cool, right? I was learning how to code here. I was able to do a basic output command here. But it was like cout, well, okay, what's cout here? Okay, well, standard namespace. Well, standard namespace is a library. What's that library? Well, IOStream here. And like I would keep digging deeper and deeper to try to understand this stuff because I didn't want to go any further until I understood everything. And again, the issue with that is you can dig so deep that you're literally at the binary level of CPU architecture, which is almost more difficult to understand than just accepting this at face value, So, like if you think of a kid, right? Maybe like a young kid here, you point to a car and you go, that's a car. And the kid kind of understands that he's a car. You're not teaching him that it has brakes and has wheels and acceleration or has to run off gas, has to have oil. You're just teaching him that that is a car. You accept that at face value. And then as they get older, they start to understand more about how that car works here. So I'm not saying that you shouldn't go through and try to understand everything here. I'm saying that for right now, sometimes it's more important and easier just to take stuff at face value. And then once you do it more and more and more, it's going to start to make more sense here. You're going to understand this is the contract, all the code lives in here, and the contracts are deployed to the smart chain, the smart contracts are deployed to the blockchain, and the blockchain is a bunch of computers linking together, and it makes more sense here. If you try to understand everything right away, you're going to get stuck here. So, like I said, 2 different ways of learning. Sometimes from the bottom up. I guess I'm not the wrong way. From the bottom up, 2 + 2 = 4. 2 × 2, 2 to the exponent of 2. But sometimes it's easy to go from the top down. In this case right here, and I would say for a lot of these things here, don't worry about trying to understand the difference between 0.7 compiler versus 0.9 here. Just work your way up, or work your way down. I should say, I'm mixing those up there. Take it at face value, and then as you do it more and more and more, that's when the details are going to seep in more. Okay. Hope that makes sense, guys. See you guys in a bit.